this day and age, we do Facebook and we get people to like us, and then we then talk to a stranger, and that's quite awkward. We then do with a messenger thing. Oh, hi, Sir Richard, how's life? And Richard says, God, who's this guy? Why would I talk to him? So to create that tribe of strangers that become people that know, like, and trust us, to then show them our wares with great content, I'm taking it. What are we supposed to do? And could you give us some examples of what to say?
Yeah, no dramas. I can do that. For today, I've got a couple slides I can show you guys, but I would love to focus on something simple that everybody can do. And we've had a lot of success, and we continue to have success in what we call Facebook groups. And some may think, well, I've got a Facebook group. It's just sitting there. But it's like anything, Steve. It's about doing the work in that group to make it work. The reason why I like to focus on a Facebook group is because it gets all my tribe in one location, you could say. Instead of going one-to-one, which you need to do, but the first step is actually asking them for approval if they want to know more information. See, a lot of the time we expect people, just because they've known us for 10 years or 5 years, that they want to be part of this Facebook group that we set up, right? But it's not necessarily the case. The focus is making sure we have the right people that are ready to take the next step in a Facebook group. And that's why I recommend a Facebook group. And the Facebook group has to be geared towards exactly what the outcome is. If I go through examples here, is that if somebody has gone, the reason why people join, and if it's okay, I'm going to go a bit tactical. The reason why people join a Facebook group is because they're either being pushed into or added in, which you shouldn't be doing. The other reason why people do it is because that group gives them something really of purpose and belonging, and something that they're interconnected with. Most people only hang out with 2 or 3, maybe 4 Facebook groups. If you think about any Facebook groups you're kind of a member of, you're probably a member of like 100 of them, but there's probably 1 or 2 or 3 that you really see a lot of the time, and where you spend your time, your energy, and so forth. And if I give you an example, anybody who's gone through something dramatic in their life, they're probably into the more connected. We talked about Melbourne, for example, here. If you look at this very simple scenario of Australia at the moment and how things are broken up, Melbourne-nighters are going to have a very close bond around a lockdown, where Sydney or Melbourne probably don't have, Sydney or Brisbane, I should say, don't have that same bond. So it's a whole different kettle of fish. For example, in our group, we have a program called Ninjas. We have around 15, 20 ninjas that are in Melbourne. And so what we did, we put together a personal group for these guys. I call it a messenger conversation. And each week we meet up. Now, that group is very engaged, very, very engaged. Why? Because it's around something really specific, outcome orientated, and focused around one thing and one thing only. Where a lot of people have Facebook groups, but it's just very broad. It's like, oh, I'm going to have a Facebook group about my business, and people should love my business. Nobody cares about your business. People want to care about the outcome that you can deliver in that group, or that support group, or anything that gets them really deep. So I think a lot of the time, even if I talk about Facebook, people are going to be going, Richard, yeah, I got one of those, it's not working. It's probably not working because it's not targeted enough of an outcome. Another example, if you're a cancer survivor, you've gone through something that other people have gone through. So there's big Facebook groups for that. What about groups around, new mums? Not, a lot of people are mums. What about new mums from 0 to 2 years? They're going through a transitional period and they need support and help.